Alright, welcome to our show today. It is Wednesday, June 26th, 9:27 p.m. Let's see where we left off yesterday. I believe I parked my car on the side of the road because I was having issues with our connection. Let's get back on the road and see if we can finish this mission real fast for a quick video, quick live session, and let's see. And uphill, no parking brake, turn on my lights. Can I make it up this hill with this weight? Yeah, I can. I have 7 hours left in game, which means in reality it should take me maybe 15 minutes or so. 15-20 minutes. Let's see how we can get done here. See, I am in contract mode, which means I can't go above 65 miles per hour. This is a pain in the butt. I am carrying these heavy tanks with me. I think they're 20-something thousand pounds. Truck looks nice and new. I got it repainted yesterday, added the beacons on top. Came out to a good like $40,000 in game money. Let's go back inside our truck so we don't lose control. Might as well turn on my cruise control. What happened to my side mirrors? Somebody on the side of the road here. Taking a rest probably. Say hi to this guy. Everybody's known for saying hi to each other in this game, which is really cool. If you're new to this game, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator is normally filled with artificial cars and trucks that you can pass by on the road. I just recently started playing with the Truckers MP mod. It's an actual file that you download and install. Once you're logged in with Truckers MP, in my opinion, at any given time, there's at least like 500, 700, sometimes 800 drivers. There's somebody on the CB radio right now.
I got a nice green paint job on the right.
Motor, see how much you weigh with just chips.
So basically, you see the blue dots on the screen. You can hear people talking on the CB radio when you're in range with them. I don't really use my CB radio too much. But yeah, it's cool whenever you pass by another trucker, we all honk at each other or flash our high beams at each other.
I hope you can afford the scales.
I got 40,000, so I'm good.
It's cool to see real people in the game instead of just artificial cars. Although the artificial cars are fun every once in a while, you can download mods for this game, so I had like Ferraris and McLarens and whatnot passing me by on the freeway. Of course it is annoying when they don't get out of the way for truckers.
Keep left.
Looks like I'm making good time. I thought because I had to reset the game with the connection issues we had earlier, it might have affected my time, but we look good right now. Let's see. Our low detail 2 pressure tanks, that's 27,000 pounds or so. I'm going to Cruise Bay, Beach Grove, and and we are getting paid $18,000 for this job here. Awesome. 6 hours and 4 minutes to go for this drop. 320 miles. We're at an uphill. Our speed is declining a little bit. I don't think I need to downshift right now. Looks like we're just cruising right now down the road. Some of these areas have some really beautiful views. Uh-oh, is that a weigh station? Alright, I gotta pull in for weight check.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Whether it's real life or video games, navigation can get mean sometimes. 55,000 pounds, we're good to go. Let's get back on the road. With Truckers MP, you can go past speed limit. However, like I mentioned earlier, when you're doing a contract route, it won't let you go past 65. However, I didn't turn off traffic violations, so I have to stop at all the weigh stations, stop at red lights and stuff like that. I mean, I know some people do, but I don't think it's fun. You can just drive around, do anything you want. It kind of kills the point of the game. Oh, look at the view here. It's awesome. The 18th gear. Gonna cruise down this road. Get back on the road. See, should we turn off some music real fast?
Keep
287 miles
left.
left. Keep left, okay. Looks like I was getting off, but I guess I'm not. Now it's going 205 north, Vancouver. We're going towards Portland. Are we exiting right
Keep
away?
right.
Or switching freeways? 8430 West Portland. Alright, we are on the 84 now. Say hi to this guy. I don't normally draw wobbly like this. I like this outside view every once in a while. Got an interchange coming up.
Keep left.
Keep left. Alright. RTX 2070 8GB graphics card, and so far I must say I'm super impressed. Even with the streaming and recording, this graphic card can handle quite a load, and the graphics are just insane. The ray tracing, you gotta try it out if you haven't upgraded to an RTX yet.
Keep right.
It is awesome. Oh, let me switch views back again. Almost hit the wall there. Couple more people passing by. Oh, kinda 3 people passing by. Yeah, 227 miles left in the game. Should be relatively quick from here on. 4 hours and 23 minutes in the game is maybe 10 minutes. That's not what I want to hear. Let's hear this when I load the song. And looks like my exit is coming up.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Shifted a little too fast right there. Okay, to answer your question about the shifter, if you've never played any of these trucking games with the steering wheel and a shifter before,
Go straight on.
it can be a little confusing in the beginning. However, you get used to it real fast. Basically, I'm using the Thrustmaster setup with the Thrustmaster Pro steering wheel and pedal with clutch, and it's the TH8A shifter. Now, the shifter has 7 gears and a reverse. In the truck games, you don't need the 7th gear. However, you have gear groups. So group 1 is basically 1st to 6th gear, and then group 2 is 7th to 12th, and then 13th and 18th on 18 speeds. Some cars have 16 speeds. I have my buttons on my steering wheel set to shift to change shift groups. I know some people have switches built into their shifter. They sell those. Some people have their paddle shifters. Some people use a keyboard to switch shift groups. It's all up to you, whatever you prefer. I have my closest Y and X buttons that are accessible by my left thumb right away. So whenever I shift, I can just press one of the buttons if I need to go through a different group again, from 1 to 6, or 7 to 12, or 13 to 18. It sounds a little confusing at first, but you'll get used to it real fast, especially if you know how to drive a stick shift already. It's not that hard to catch on to. And in reality, of course, slightly different, but in the semis, that's how they're built anyway. They're normally on the shifter. Some of the older trucks you pull up or push down to change gear groups from low to high, but it's the same concept. How many gallons is this truck? I'm driving a Peterbilt right now. I think I got almost all the upgrades that I can, even the sleeper cab and whatnot, but it's a 300-gallon tank. Let's see if I can show you. Looks like I have 150 gallons left, and it says distance left 1,028. I'm sure that'll vary like in real life based on your uphills and based on how much power you're actually using, but doesn't really use too much gas. I remember one of the other trucks I was using actually, I think I was putting in gas a lot more often with that one. Then it kind of had a smaller tank. All these trucks are a little different.
Get ready to turn left.
Let's see, where am I turning left? One of the cars that I downloaded was a crazy Tesla model mod that someone actually made. It was cool to drive around a few times at first, but it got kind of boring after a while. It had way too much power, just a few gears.
Go straight
I'm talking,
on.
I don't know, 1,000, 1,500 horsepower maybe. It was too unrealistic, I guess you could say. Car itself was pretty cool. You kind of like a McLaren. You were dead center in the truck, so you had a better view of everything. Normally, when you don't have a load, you can start off in 4th or 5th gear. 5th gear is probably the easiest, just to get started and then get into your mid-range gears. But with a load, it depends. Sometimes with a full heavy load, my car will stall even when I'm in 1st gear. So it's, again, just like real life, it all depends on your load and how much horsepower you're running, and it just factors in and everything. Normally in the game, you can't really go past speed limit the way I am right now, but again, with Truckers MP, you won't get any tickets. Well, obviously, because there's no other cars in the game, which means there's no police officers. Hopefully that answers your question.
Go straight on.
No, I did not buy a bundle. I actually just bought Washington, Oregon recently. I actually didn't know there's a New Mexico out there too. I'm gonna have to buy that one and try New Mexico out. However, I still haven't explored all of Washington and Oregon yet, so I'm having fun with this one at the moment. I did buy the there was another package that I did buy too. Actually, I guess it is considered a bundle, but I haven't had too many loads that required getting the bigger logs and not sure what it was called, but yeah, I don't have too much experience with that yet. Okay, so yeah, so back to my graphics card. Yes, I am running RTX 2070. I can simultaneously
Go
play
straight on.
and stream, no problem with that one video card, so I don't use a second computer for uploading. Actually, I am actually running this on a 4K monitor. I'm sure you guys don't see the 4K content that I see because what I'm outputting to Twitch is different from what I can see in front of me, but I have scaling set at 300% at the moment. When I'm not streaming, I put it up to 400, but 300 and 400 is not too different, which is not bad at all. Even right now, I mean, I wish you guys could see what I see on my 4K monitor with 300% scaling. It's just awesome. No. Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure if I'm using more GPU or CPU, but yeah, again, I do realize I do have a pretty powerful GPU. My CPU is actually a i7 9700K, which is pretty up there too. I did want the i9s, the particular one I wanted when I went to get it, they didn't have it in stock, and then the one that they did have costed an arm and a leg. Almost that one processor would cost as much as my computer, so I decided to go with the i7. I am running 16 gigs of DDR4. Whenever I check my resources, I don't even use half of that, so I'm good with that for the time being. No, I don't have the crazy liquid setups. I do have a liquid fan, I guess, I can't call it fan, but liquid cooling system for my CPU though, not for everything else. No, not yet. I have not actually been to Washington or Oregon yet. I'm originally from Los Angeles. I've been living out here in Nevada for a few years now, and I have lived in Jersey for a while, but no, I haven't been to Washington yet. I do definitely plan to visit one day though. I don't have a set time for my streams at the moment. I mean, I don't stream full time. Do have a full time job also, so I haven't been able to decide on a time yet. For the time being, I am doing just, I guess, evenings on the weekdays. Normally 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock. I'll start a stream, and depending on how many viewers we have, even if we have 1 or 2 viewers, I'll stay on and complete whatever I was doing. I do go to work super early in the morning, so I don't stay up too late for the most part. And then weekends I try to come on a lot more, even during the daytime. But yeah, I don't have a set time. I will set one pretty soon though. That's a very good question. Thank you for asking. Like today, for instance, it's already 9:52 p.m. over here. I will probably finish this run, which should be done in the next few minutes, and call it a night for today. It is a Wednesday. I do have to wake up early tomorrow again.
Go straight on, and then continue straight on.
Go straight on and continue
Go
straight
straight
on.
on,
Sounds
and then
good.
continue straight on. Go straight on.
We're in the city now.
Go straight on, and then continue straight on. Go straight on, and then continue straight on. Go straight on, and then continue straight on.
Looks like we are 4 miles away. Ooh, red light. Oh. I see our destination up ahead on the left side. Oh, this is 101 south. I didn't know the 101 came all the way down here. Or up here, should I say.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Go straight on. Go straight on.
Alright, we are at our destination, Deep Grove Forest Products.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now
With
finished.
this. Ooh, that looks like a tough one. Let's play it safe. And just park it along the side for them. I see my guidelines right there. I'm still not good enough in this game to back into a dock, or especially in tight spaces like this one. I was trying them in the beginning, but it's not as easy as it looks. I give a lot of credit to these truck drivers after playing this game, and I actually try to move over for them on the road as much as I can, which we should be doing already, but I mean, even more now. Alright, that's another mission complete. So that is where I stand. I have 932,000 saved up now. Doesn't look like my other trucks or drivers really did anything today, but that could be because I didn't get any sleep in the game. And thank you everybody that joined us today. See you guys tomorrow. And I'm signing out now. Thank you very much.